Hello everyone. I know we're doing a little bit of a different video today, but I thought it would be super fun to do a little cook with me, if you will, kind of video. We got some crab and prawns and I think that's what they're called, like the really big shrimp. And shrimp and potatoes and corn. So we're gonna do a little seafood boil cooking on how at least I do it. It's been one of my go-to things that I absolutely love. Yeah, so I got some eggs cooking right now and I'll go through and show you how I do everything else. You want eggs? Okay, we'll see. Okay, so I am just going to get a really big bowl to clean off my crab legs so that they're all ready to go. We just got these from Costco. And then we went to our local grocery store for the prawns, the regular shrimp. So I'm just gonna start cleaning all the seafood. The crab boil seasoning right in there. Take the onions that I chopped up and throw those in there. I only used like maybe a fourth of a sweet onion, so it's not a lot. So I'm just gonna take like 4 slices of lemon, throw those in there, and then I'm gonna squeeze the rest of the lemon juice in the pot. And I'm just gonna take my minced garlic. I'm just gonna take a spoon, and I'm just gonna do like, I don't know, I just kind of guess, just a little bit, just something like that. And then I'm just gonna take a third of a stick of butter and throw that in there. I'm basically just gonna wait for all this to start boiling. Okay, so now I'm gonna start on the sauce. So I just have a bunch of seasonings here that I just start throwing in together. Honestly, I just kind of throw things together. So it really just depends on what you like, but I am gonna I just measure everything equally to half a teaspoon. So I'm gonna do half a teaspoon of lemon pepper. And I actually might do a little bit more because I do like lemon pepper. We're gonna do garlic powder, accent salt. It's kind of like the Bee Loves sauce if you watch Bee Loves, but I just kind of do it my own way, if that makes sense. I go in with some onion powder, some paprika, some red pepper, and depending on how spicy you want it, I like my sauce spicy, so I'm gonna go in with more than half a teaspoon, probably like a full tablespoon. I'm gonna go in with some Old Bay. I'm gonna go in with a full teaspoon of that. I'm gonna do some red pepper flakes, and I just kind of shake it in there. Stop when I think it's good. Really just depends on how spicy you want it. I'm gonna go in with some Cajun seasoning. This is another one that I probably do a little bit more than half a teaspoon. Like I said, I just kind of eyeball it. I just kind of throw things together and it always turns out pretty good. So I'm going with some chili powder, probably a little bit more than half a teaspoon. Gonna go in with some oregano and some black pepper. And then I also take a little bit of brown sugar, something like that. So I'm gonna take some onion. I'm gonna cut this in half. Well, it didn't really end up in half, but I'm gonna take about this much of a sweet onion. And I have this thing full of garlic. It's like 1.5 bundles of garlic in there. And then I'm gonna just chop up some onion. I'm just going to mince these all up. Just something like that. I still want it kind of chunky. I don't want it like super fine. Okay, so now it's at a boil. So I'm just taking my crab leg and throwing it down there. I don't know if my pot's gonna be big enough. Dang it. Okay, I got them all in there. They're wanting to like stick out a little bit. But they're in there. I had to kind of break them apart a little bit. So those are gonna cook for about 6 minutes. I've reduced my heat to medium. So you can see all that stuff was all over the crab. Just like gross stuff that like, I don't know, it's just on them. So you wanna make sure that you clean them. I'm just gonna take a little bit of butter, just something like that. Throw it on there and then just start moving it all around so that the butter is everywhere and all melted. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start throwing these on here. And then I'm gonna take out the crab, cooked for about 6 to 7 minutes. And I'm gonna get started on my sauce. I'm just taking 2 sticks of butter. It's unsalted butter as well. That's what I'm gonna start out with. I actually decided I'm gonna do a half of another one. Just putting a little bit of garlic salt on it. Alright, now that the butter is all melted, I'm going to throw in my garlic and onion mixture. I'm going to let that sit in there. I'm going to let it, I don't know, just for a little bit. Just let it kind of marinate, if you will. Then I'm just going to dump our seasoning mixture into here. So I think our shrimp are about done, so I'm just gonna take them off, throw them in this little pot pan thing that we got going on. So my sauce is basically just coming to a simmer, and I'll just let it simmer like that for a minute while I'm getting everything else ready and cooking everything else. I just let it sit here and simmer away. I just have my heat on medium. And then I just take it and put it into a big old bowl. And there is the sauce. There is the finished product. Shrimp, corn, potatoes, eggs, king crab, and some sauce. That's about it. Probably wasn't my best ever how to seafood boil video ever, but it's my first one, so don't judge me too harshly. Like I said, I just basically throw everything together. I don't really follow a recipe or anything like that, so that's what I do. If you want to see us eat it, we are gonna do a little mukbang on my husband's new channel. He just started a channel with doing some vlogging style videos, just kind of whatever he wants. So I will link that video down below if you want to watch it. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you next time.